So, what exactly the hell is this?
On the screen, that's a wallpaper.
Right, okay, a wallpaper of what exactly?
It's from this short manga series that I like called Girl's Last Tour.
Oh.
Yes.
Of the destroyed city.
Mm-hmm. It's essentially, it's basically two girls exploring the apocalypse in a tank. It's simple, but effective.
Girls und Panzer Apocalypse Edition.
Is Girls und Panzer any good?
I have no idea.
I need to check it out. Speaking of checking out, he's Randy.
Yep, and he's Aaron, and this...
Tangents.
God, what the hell are you here for again? I just don't know, man.
You start roasting on just... Dude, and that haircut, it doesn't work. No, but in all seriousness, I like Girls' Last Tour. It's like 60 chapters. That's like...
Nothing.
It's like Why You Eatin' Lunch material. Just, okay, yeah, I could go for a read.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to read a 2,000 translated chapters web novel.
My word.
And
absolutely unhinged.
I'm personally glad that it picked up the words on the page, because there's a lot of things that I missed.
Oh. So what inspired you to check out the web novel?
Literally, the Wikia page.
What do you mean?
I was like, oh wow, that's a lot of chapters. And it's like, oh wow, these kind of illustrations for Yank Kai. Actually.
Randy, I'm worried about something. Hang on a second. Sorry about that, Scott. It just thought we were on mute for that. I was about to die inside again. Go on.
So you have Yank Kai becoming a dragon. Except he still looks like a mere mortal man, so that's pretty weird.
The 3 M's. A mere mortal man. So how are you enjoying that experience?
It's something else, actually. And also, apparently the author, they call themselves Momo. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, M-O.
Ah, Momo.
Mm-hmm. Momoko Kikuchi? What is she doing here?
I'd love it if everything was, like, copyright free. We could just blare some Momoko Kikuchi over this, like, Glass no Sogen. That'd be a classic.
It'd be funny.
There's no way Scott could pull that off.
Yeah, we start talking about toys and suddenly Plastic Love plays.
Nice.
Wait, what kind of toys would Plastic Love play for? Oh god.
Mannequins.
What kind of mannequins are we talking here?
Dressed up mannequins. Ones to which the false ideals of societal beauty have been instilled.
Damn. That went from a dirty joke to comment on our society.
That's how it rolls with Aaron. I always bring it back to society.
We live in a society.
Brilliant observation. Would you rather go live in a hut in the woods?
Yes. No kidding, I would. Then I wouldn't have to pay no taxes.
The government seizes your land to force you to pay taxes.
Suck my fucking dick! I kill a deer. I know, even worse, I kill a doe. They're like, dude, they're endangered. Well, I'm hungry!
I'm in danger! I just love the idea of you just killing a deer in spite. To spite the government.
Dude, that's a crime. You know what else is a crime?
This is my...
Making me starve!
This is my land. I designate what's a crime. This is good and lawful. Would you like a bite? Actually, yes, that sounds delightful.
And you're still gonna arrest me after, huh?
Unfortunately, yes.
Then get the fuck out of my house!
Why'd you bring us in, offer us a seat at your table, and offer us some of
I
what you
didn't
caught.
offer you shit! What are these handcuffs?
You tell me, man. Found those in your basement. If this is your land, did you make those handcuffs? They're just like labeled like police department.
Can you read? Look at that!
I can't read. I am literally illiterate.
Oh, no wonder. Of course you have a job like this because you can't read.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Can't ever read me my Miranda rights?
Who's Miranda? What's this got to do with her?
Who's Miranda and why is she turning right?
Why is she fixing the sins of the past? Why is she writing?
Who's Amber and why is she describing my vehicle?
I like that. Well, okay, not from like a describing my vehicle, because I don't have one, but good joke, good joke. Good meme. Next meme.
Next!
Next!
I go down there rating rooms like, okay, next!
I'd love to rate people's rooms, but by the same token, I would have to put up a big disclaimer that it's like, do not submit your rooms if you are proud of them. If you like what your room is. Okay? Right now, I'm going to bully you. Whoever submits your rooms for inspection, I'm going to be merciless and I am going to bully you. You're going to feel bad if you show me your room. So keep that in mind. Let's begin. I somehow get 50 more rooms.
They're just like, oh yeah, I want Aaron of all people to be like...
To rate my room.
To be completely toxic about my room.
I mean, I've got a good enough room. I feel like I've got room to judge.
I'm going to have to kill you for that one later.
Later. Yes. But, I was watching one VTuber, I think it was like... Rene? Or, you know, the one with the white hair.
Yeah, Reina.
Long white... Yeah, Rena. I was watching her room reviews, and like, I was just kind of disappointed. It's like, you're not digging into them enough. One person, she opened it up, and they were just plastered with just anime memorabilia over the room. It looked like an otaku sneeze in every square corner of that room. Like, there was, like, girls of questionable age in bikinis, like, plastered around the walls, and I'm just like... I'm sorry. This has to be bait. This has to be bait. I was tempted to call in and just say, please, let me tear this person down. Like, if that had been me, if I had been raiding that room, I would have had to take a moment just to calm down, to center myself and just begin to tear them down. Wouldn't send a picture of my room, though, because they dox me.
They'd be like, oh yeah, I could recognize that exact address. Says somebody in fucking Finland.
No, it's just like, hey, I know that house. I'm downstairs. You're not home alone anymore.
Well, I'm about to be.
You waged warfare on the people who doxed you and made the foolish decision to show up.
Thanks for stopping by. You can never leave.
Thanks for stopping by. It's the last thing you're gonna do as you jump from the top of the rafters yelling, "Caw-caw!"
Cowabunga!
Man. Still though, again, I would love to rate people's rooms. It's why I want to start live streaming to get to that peak one day. So I can tear people on the internet down as is my place. I want to see how it feels to be the other guy for once. To be the person tearing down instead of being torn down. You know what I mean, Randy?
So in other words, you want to be ripping and tearing.
Until it is done! So yes.
Will thy be done?
I wish I could rip and tear in more games. Like Minecraft. I just grab the creeper and split him down the middle.
Oh my god. Well, technically, if you do an axe sword combo, you can in fact rip and tear.
I want to feel the body crumble within my hands.
God.
As many diamonds as I've lost. As many diamonds as everyone has lost.
Speaking of which, I started a new world, and after being about a couple thousand blocks out, because I'm ridiculous, I dig back around without knowing it, and then boom, I find like 12 diamonds in one cave.
Well then.
Oh my God, it was ridiculous.
Exactly like how the first home I set up in Minecraft, I dug down to make a mine shaft, and boom, diamonds. And I was just like, here we are.
I have really stupid and dangerous methods to get diamonds. Which is taking a pickaxe and clearing out a path around entire lava lakes.
Well then.
Instead of using water like a normal person.
Water's expensive. And by that I mean I don't want to put down some water, run all the way back up, grab some water, run all the way back down, put down some water, run all the way back up.
You can pick the water back up, right?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that.
Meanwhile, Aaron is taking damage.
Let's talk about something else. The state of depression I'm in. Not like mental state, I'm talking about... Okay, I didn't know any other way to segue into talking about Halo Infinite. Do you want to talk about Halo Infinite?
Yeah, actually.
There's a part of me... Okay, I recorded myself playing for some reason. I guess I thought I was going to do something with it, but regardless... I don't know, maybe I'll pass some of that to Scott and he can put it over and people can laugh at me for getting owned by bots. No, but okay, in one game, I as the kids say, I popped off a little bit. I just kind of had a pistol and my melee abilities and I killed like all of the enemy team and got an overkill. I just kind of went absolutely insane.
Kill-tastic.
Kilimanjaro.
Kill-tabulous.
Unfriggin' believable. That one's my favorite. But yeah, I did an overkill, and then one enemy just walked in and just bang, and so I was dead. But one equipment that wasn't in the test flight that I really want to use is a thing called the repulsor, and essentially it's parry this, you filthy casual. And I even saw someone like aim it at the ground and like boost themselves up to a higher ledge. I'm like, yes. Yes! I'm just like... And they also, like, parried a grenade back at the person. Parry this, you filthy casual, as you hit him with a weapon from another game. Or no.
No, you pull out the Buster Sword out of nowhere.
Yeah, there's this weapon in it, though, called the Spiker, I think it is. And I personally just call it the Spike It Launcher. Because it functionally is the exact same, except it just doesn't have an area of attack damage. However, if you hit someone, even their little pinky toe, I held up my hand for that, but anyway, even their pinky, it's going to kill them. So you skew... Oh wait, no, I think it's called the Skewer. I don't know why I came up with Spiker. Anyway,
the
Skewer.
Spiky Launcher boy.
Yeah, it's Skewer. I'm going to kebab you.
You will become lunch.
You will become... And it was bad last week. Like, time came for everyone, like, okay, time to download, and Halo Waypoint was like, I'm tired, boss. Multiple crashes. Like, the site could not handle. I hope that, like, they said they were going to send out a survey, but I didn't see that. I'll have to go and look for it. I'm going to put in big, bold letters, Ayo Chief, from this flight to the next one, fix your site. Increase. Because I think the next one is supposed to let in more people. Of course, I'm also hoping I get back in because, you know.
Halo.
Yeah. I like how I've talked just more about, like, the experience of getting in than I have actually what it's like.
It's called breaking your enemy's bones.
I mean, at the very least, it feels good to control. Don't tell big man Microsoft, but I let Scott, like, play a little bit of it, you know? Because, you know, he wanted to give it a go, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And so he gave it a go, and he did not find it favorable. I'm fairly certain if Scott wanted to, he could, like, overlay his thoughts on it, but I could summarize it up as just it didn't feel like Halo. I just kind of had this issue of it, like, lacking identity, you know. Like, it was, you know, it's well made. It's very much so, like, minus, like, the graphical bugs and, like, matchmaking, you know, the network stuff. The core mechanics and everything felt very polished. You know, you could definitely tell that even though it's the usual thing of this is an older build, things can change, at the very least, it felt like something that could ship tomorrow, you know. I mean, again, minus the glaring issues. And, you know, I don't imagine that when Halo Infinite releases, if it's anything like that flight, I don't imagine that it'll be poorly received. I think that, in fact, it's probably going to do something special. But I think once, like, that 2 months or so, maybe 3 of hype has, like, died down from, like, new Halo game, boys, and everyone's kind of, like, seeing what it genuinely has to offer, I don't think it's going to keep people. Like, you know, of course, again, things change. They're probably going to add, you know, dozens more maps, different weapons, a whole slew of stuff. But I don't think that it changes the fact that the core mechanics and everything, even if it feels good to play, it's not offering an experience that I can't get somewhere else. You know, penultimately, even if I don't feel like it's exactly like Call of Duty, because Call of Duty controls poorly, like, it controls so, like, the controls just kind of, this is going to sound weird, but the controls feel stale. You know, there's no real, like, feedback, if that makes sense. Or not stale, static, you know.
Oh, yeah, I actually know exactly what you're talking about now.
But all of the weapons and stuff in the beta, they have so much kick to them that, like, when we were playing Halo 4 earlier, I was just in my head comparing, you know? Like, even when I'm on keyboard, you can just feel the, like, punch of the weapons. You know, it really is something cool. I mean, the grenades have borderline no impact. It feels like you're tossing balloons at enemies. Didn't stop me from getting some good kills, though, but, you know, it's just sound design and weapon feel are definitely going to be good. Is that going to be enough to pry me away from Doom Eternal whenever I go back to it? Probably not. But, you know, it's fun. Sign up for the next one so that way we can both see what it is.
Yeah, for sure. Although I wonder if my GTX 960 will be able to handle it with only 2 gigs of VRAM.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Will it?
I sometimes wonder if my 2060 can handle stuff. Because sometimes
You don't have to wonder, dude. It's literally a 2060.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I booted up Half-Life and I had a bunch of screen tearing, and I'm just like, stop! Stop! Of course, I fixed it, you know. Toyed around with settings and stuff. But it seems like every time, like, for the first time I boot up a game, there will always be screen tearing. But Halo Infinite, I could not fix it. No kidding. Throughout the entire experience, screen tearing plagued me. I got it down to where it was only slight, but that's usually, like, when it's worse. Because, like, it's just there. So I'm hoping from this time to the next, maybe something gets worked out on that front, you know? Or maybe I just need to buy a third dedicated monitor for gamming. I don't have the space for it, but...
Maybe you really do need a TN panel.
Yeah, no. I'd rather fork out the extra money to get one of these bad boys, but with, like... Or I just need, like... I noticed, like, the G-Sync function helped wonders. So if I could find a monitor with G-Sync capabilities, I'd be golden.
I mean, technically they should all have them, you know, unless you activate it and suddenly, oh no, there's a white screen. I don't have G-Sync.
No, that's not even an option on this one. It's like, nope, stop it. These are for art. Which is a little bit ironic given that I bought ones for art and then turned around and bought a drawing tablet. Ah, well, it's not that big of a deal. Oh yes, I forgot to... How's your gaming experience going? Playing any bangers?
Just Minecraft. I've been... I have my render distance set to 32, so even when I'm underground, I still run 20 FPS.
Oh my gosh. You make your render distance 1 block ahead of you.
Get 1,000,000 frames a second.
It's so fluid. Steve slips from the... You just slip within the computer.
Just like... Bing! Wow, I can't see.
You turn on your torch and it blacks out the game because that's way too far out.
It just instantly crashes, and I'm stuck there.
It just... brrrr.
Wrong kind
Error.
of crash.
Error. We have different types of crashes, it seems.
Error. Task failed successfully. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you want to know something funny?
What?
It's back to Halo Infinite, but whenever you boot it up, like, the loading screen is just a black screen with 3 dots at the top playing, an animation, and I was looking at my issue with screen tearing and everything, like, maybe someone's run into this and I can maybe get a little bit of advice. Because that's how it usually works. And then, I see one of the issues, like, oh my gosh, Halo Infinite keeps crashing. I tried booting up the game, and then there's just a black screen with 3 dots at the top, and I'm like, bruh.
Bro moment.
Like, I learned on the first night that is loading. Give it time. Of course, that was just because I was stubborn. I was like, I waited 9 hours to get here. I will not wait any further. Because, like, I think they said it was supposed to come out, but, we were supposed to be able to download it at, like, 2. 2 o'clock our time, and I didn't finish downloading it until 11 o'clock our time. I didn't get into downloading, forgive me.
And then you still need to update that little internet stick I gave you.
Oh, that's right.
Because that's probably,
Nah.
it's the last piece of jank in your system, dude.
But jank is just a part of it, man.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Doesn't
it is.
have to be.
I've
Does
got
not
jank.
have to be.
I've got plenty of jank. These monitors make creaking sounds every other hour.
But with those fans that I helped you set up, not jank.
Okay, yeah, you're right. The CPU cooler is still really nice. I like it. Visually, it's nice.
Giant. That means you could do some overclocking.
Okay, so we had to fix that we had to fix my computer in January, right?
Yeah, it's been 6 months and you're running fine, right?
It didn't cook it. High five.
Nice.
I just wonder if the other one was slightly defective. That, like, I didn't actually change voltage. It's just cook. It just.
No, what probably really happened was it just it's literally just a bad CPU.
Yeah. Well, it's resting in peace now.
More like pieces.
Did you break it apart when I wasn't looking?
No. I think we were thinking about it.
I remember, like, the second you found out it was the CPU, you just dropped it pins down onto the table. And
everyone around was like, ah! And I'm like, it's broken already.
Well, thank goodness, it's broken even more. Bang, bang.
We just get out a hammer.
We good?
Break her bed, not her heart. Chainsaw!
Oh, yes. I like changing up my wallpaper every now and then. I'm trying to find one of them. Another one of these is actually from the... Bloodbone. I'm trying to find the other one that was from... Well, okay. This is some art from it. Wholesome. But, it's not perfect, but it does the job. This is from,
the
Girls' Last Tour. Of which I'm soon going to have all of the volumes for, except for one. And this is, like, another thing. It's pretty. Anyway, yeah. Earlier today, I ordered volumes 2, 3, 4, and 6, because I already have volume 5. Volume 1 is going to be a pain in my taint to get. God. Volume 1 on eBay is $150.
I have money to waste.
No. Don't. I see no reason for you to just spend $150 on a, like, $10 or $20 at most book.
Probably because they don't print it anymore.
They print 2 through 6.
Not 1.
I know. It just doesn't make any sense. But it's Yen Press, and they're kind of notorious for not doing... I feel like I've talked about Yen Press before.
Yeah. Yen Press on this dick.
Why? I don't want to talk about...
We should go to SawCon together.
No. Shut up, Randy. Oh yeah, I finished an anime I liked here recently. What was it? I don't go through animes quickly anymore. What was it? Oh wait. I have it over here. Not the anime, those are like... Blu-ray for this series. In yen, $20. In America, $800. Yeah, it's called My Little Monster.
Ah, I see.
Good content. Good art. Good story. But I could tell... It's only 13 episodes. The anime is only 13 episodes, and I could just tell it got the Horimiya treatment. Because you want to know how many... It has like 48 chapters. So I could tell that like what wasn't cut out...
Okay, it's not a ridiculous...
13
it's not
times...
to the ridiculous amount, the degree.
Let's say they cover 2 chapters an episode. That's 26.
Right,
So,
how many chapters an episode did they cover in Horimiya? 2.
like
How
8. In some instances, they're like,
Yeah,
okay,
a
we got
few.
8.
How many chapters of Horimiya are there? Over 150.
Yeah. Did you ever read the extra chapter?
No, I never got around to it because I'm like, I don't want to go look at more mango sources.
Has Manga Katana updated it yet?
No.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair. But by the same token, read it! What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's one of those things, I liked it, but I question why it needed to be an extra... Why? I question why. It's cute, I like it, makes the heart feel good, but by the same token, it makes the head hoit.
I see.
Oh yeah, did you see? Speaking of seeing, did you see where Ina and Gura played Dead Space 3?
I think I saw the thumbnail and I'm like, oh wow, that's cool, and I just kept doing my own thing.
Why's that?
I don't know. I was just so engrossed. Or I was at work, who knows?
He was at work, huh? Priorities, start watching it.
I just sit down for like 2 hours in the bathroom.
Hey, Randy, are you coming back? Yeah, give me a
Couple hours.
Give me like 2, maybe 3 hours. Oh, okay, that's fair. What? You what?
Oh no, my card's taking damage.
Your mom's taking damage.
She already took all the damage she needed to die, man.
And once again, I feel immediately bad for opening my mouth.
It's okay, I'll shut it for you eventually.
Alrighty then.
We're like, wow, we're only 30 minutes in.
It's weird. It feels like we talked about a bunch in these 30 minutes. Scott's probably going to say, yes, you have. Now cut it out.
No, shut the fuck.
Talked about a lot of bad stuff. Or okay, it wasn't as bad as 36. We left out of the gate with that one with the leave the Discord kitten.
Leave the Discord call, kitten. Daddy's about to get racist.
We also had Zahando.
That was towards the end, though.
No, it was actually towards the beginning, like within the first 8 minutes.
See,
You just
okay.
hit us with the Nijimura Okuyasu no Zahando.
If only I remembered the whole line.
I mean, literally the only thing you're missing, it's like Nijimura Okuyasu no Zahando ga kesu. It's good content. Ah, man. So, taking any bones at work?
No, I haven't been stealing bones or livers. Just kidneys.
Ah, no, that's unfortunate. Why am I Mick frickin' loser?
What?
Nothing. I just like some of my names for stuff is just I'm a Mick frickin' loser. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I started up. Okay, so I started up. Scott, you can show this, but I started up Dead Space for the first time, and like this was the opening cutscene. Like And it went throughout the entire opening sequence. And at the end of it, like, you see these two chairs where there's, like, only enough for, like, one person per chair. At the end of the sequence, 4 people get up from there. It's like, alright then, who was sitting in whose lap? But yeah, the whole, like, freaky head stretch thing continued on, even whenever she did,
like, alright, who was having gay sex in the Ford Starship?
Maybe that's why we crash landed on the USS Ishimura. But yeah, it was completely weird. I was literally sitting there like, only I would get this goofy thing. I wound up actually having to close the game and reopen it before I could... Oh yeah, that's because, like... So, I literally couldn't get past the first door. I got literally stopped at the doorway. I literally encountered a bug right after I pick up a gun that literally I could not step through the doorway. So, I had to start over again. And it took like 4 minutes...
Oh my God.
Between when the game started and I'm just like, please, let me skip. Let me skip, please.
It's like, no.
Have I talked about other parts of playing Dead Space? Like how garbage the mouse controls are? I feel like I have.
Oh, well, I'm sure that they can be forced to work. You know?
No.
Unless it's the fucking MSI BIOS.
Okay, it works. Like, I move mouse, he move head. It's just, I move mouse. I could, like, drag my mouse all the way across my desk, and he turned his head like 2 inches. I turned the sensitivity all the way up. He moves his head 1 inch. Yeah, I told you about this. It got worse the higher up I turned the sensitivity. I haven't touched Dead Space since, like I was going to balance playing other games while testing out Halo Infinite, and then I realized I'm being stupid here. Those other games are still going to be there.
Halo Infinite's not really.
Halo Infinite isn't real. I sat here in a comatose and almost and borderline vegetative state, pretending I was playing the game. My family is worried about me, and I ponder whether or not they'll let me out of the house anymore.
You literally become a couch potato.
Sure, why not?
Like, no kidding. You just...
Oh yeah, assassinations aren't in Infinite, and they won't be at launch.
Lame!
I know. Though, someone pointed out, they're probably going to make it to where it's like, you want to do assassinations? I see your wallet there is, quite full. Would you mind maybe donating some in exchange for... assassinations? Yes. Yes!
I mean, there are no assassination animations in Halo 3, technically. You just...
Bonk!
Your enemy just dies instantly whenever you smack them in the back, and it's like, assassination.
I need to play more Halo 3.
Assassinated. Overkill. Kill-tacular.
Unfriggin' believable.
Kilimanjaro.
Killtrocity.
Killer Queen.
Killer Queen. Daisan no Bakudan. Bites the dust. I haven't done that one in a while. I remember I did that a lot annoyingly at the start of the podcast. But then again, that was the start of the podcast. We did a lot of things repeatedly and annoyingly.
Because we still don't have any good ideas.
No, we got plenty of good ideas, like... And... Oh, and don't forget...
Exactly, no good ideas.
Okay, I'm gonna let Scott do whatever he wants with that. He can put in examples, or he can leave them blank to make me look like Zafool. My. I'm such a clown.
Jotaro being like, oh my, looks like you gotta put your stand up to defend yourself, huh, you dumbass.
I can punch faster than you. Oh yeah, do you remember Tower of Grey? Like the fly that was literally faster than Star Platinum. It's technically the strongest stand.
No, it's just the fastest.
Or the fastest stand.
Because remember, it just got decimated by what was it?
It was one of
the
like
Emerald Splash.
He just kept doing it. Emerald Splash, Emerald Splash, Emerald Splash.
Tearing apart the plane. Emerald Splash!
Mm-hmm.
30-meter radius Emerald Splash! Zawardo! Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the manga recommendation I tossed your way?
Crap, I don't remember.
Hang on a second. I'll show you a picture that should jog your memory. Keep talking while I'm doing this.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that gets harder as it continues.
Keep going.
I don't remember this!
Okay, here we go. Read it aloud.
Oh yes, previously, while the Duke and Alice were enjoying golf, Walter was cross-dressing.
And, not to mention...
Golf is a noble's hobby. It seems getting hit by Mother Day and Night has paid off.
We have plenty of these here.
So good.
Yeah, it's from this manga called The Duke of Death and His Maid. It's good content.
His maid?
Yeah. It's a bit lewd here and there, but by and large, it is the quality content.
You know I'll never have a problem with that. I am an enjoyer of the sauce.
What sauce are you reading now?
It's not sauce, it's Negakun and Pazi-chan.
Oh yeah, I saw that updated. I need to read that later.
Twice, actually.
Wait,
nice.
Twice?
Yeah, it has a new one, 38.
Hold on a second. Because I got the notification of it updating earlier today. Once. Huh. Yep, okay, there it is. That's weird. Yeah, oh, it updated yesterday and today.
This is awesome.
Well, alright, then it'll continue to be awesome. I think we should focus on the podcast, so that way Scott doesn't beat us for just putting in like 5 minutes of... Wait, no, we could say that it's quiet reading time, and then Scott will have a proper reason to beat us. You're just like...
Then he'll have absolutely no excuse to leave us alive.
There will be nothing left of us.
There won't even be a corpse to be buried. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a saying in Marshall Peak. Tell me what I want to know and I'll leave you with a corpse.
It reminds me of the Transformers animated line. It said that that we gain wisdom through,
through pain, and I'm about to make you very fucking wise.
I know. I love that one.
Oh my God. So what's been making you wise?
I'm glad you asked. Falling down the stairs. No, I'm kidding. I didn't fall down the stairs. I've come close to. I had like a basket full of clothes that I was carrying downstairs, and like my foot, like the heel touched the edge, and I'm like, I'm just.
Ah, yes, like when I fell into my own walkway.
What? Oh wait, yeah, you were.
Yeah, because instead of concrete, my foot hit air, and then my hand hit concrete. I still have that fucking thing.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
I've been picking at it, so it hasn't been healing too good, but
Stop picking at it.
It's kind of hard. It's there, and I can feel it.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, did y'all cut down like a tree in front of your house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we did. And there was a tree just sitting in the front of our yard for quite some time.
I mean, like a week, I'd imagine, because it wasn't there last week, but it was here. Oh wait, you biked last week. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That made all the world of difference.
But
yeah. Scott and I were looking and we're just like, why does it look lighter over there? Something's different. And I was like, oh, tree.
Oh, yes. Arizona.
Arizona?
Because they can't grow grass. It's impossible.
Really? Is it like that all throughout?
Pretty much, because it's an entire ass desert.
Man, that sounds miserable.
Especially in Phoenix.
Sorry, people in Arizona. You have the short end of the straw.
Your state really sucks.
State reviews with Randy and Aaron.
Arizona, too hot, 0 out of 10. California, too many taxes and too high cost of living.
Wyoming,
on top of the fact you can't find a job, 0 out of 10. Wyoming doesn't exist, 10 out of 10.
The best state is one that does not exist.
That never existed.
I mean, just think about it. I saw this thing that someone was so committed to trying to prove Wyoming existed, they're just like, oh yeah, there was a weather report, like a tornado warning that only quote-unquote affected one person. I'm just like, come on, man. You gotta do better than that. Wyoming isn't real. It's just sad. It's sad.
Weather report?
Yet again, I wish that copyright wasn't a thing, because it'd be fun to fade it in slightly.
Hi,
Oh.
They're
just like, oh hey, is this our song? Time to hit them with a copyright claim.
No, it's not. It's just YouTube stealing our non-existent money.
I would love for them to claim that so I could actually just say, hey YouTube, guess what? You're never gonna believe this, but you messed up, my boy.
And we don't give a flying fuck.
We only have 19 subscribers, but give us monetization back.
There is no monetization.
Exactly.
So the funny is, we should always play copyrighted music in the background, so YouTube can't take any of it.
No, okay, so like,
because we're going to have ads no matter what.
through a string of coincidences, I wound up finding out that they can just straight up block your video from the entire world.
Yeah, they can.
Like, they can't outright take it down, but they're just like, you know what? No one in the world can see this. No one will hear you scream. Just like, dog, how did you know that my screaming ASMR video was about screaming, man? I don't get it.
Naturally, I can't scream loud enough to get past the barrier because I am not in my shed.
Yeah, and it's 9 o'clock at night.
However, I can record a voice clip later.
People are trying to sleep.
Not when I'm around.
At some point, it'd be a good idea. I keep thinking I see, like...
yeah. Drifting equals losing 3 positions. Woo! Pain.
Well, then. Speaking of pain... And, okay, I'm sorry to keep bringing it back to Halo Infinite. It's just... I spent like 10 hours on it, so I got something to say. Somebody bumbled. They put campaign files in the beta, and data miners found them. The entire story leaked. Joe Staten, the man, the myth, and the legend's like, my bad.
Now they have to rewrite the whole thing.
No, I think they have to just move forward with it. It seems like they tamped it down because I haven't seen anything from that. But from what I understand, the story slaps.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Though I did see that, like, some people are like, clearly it's a ploy to, like, throw us off the scent, and it's like, but people are saying this is good. Do you realize how much of a laughingstock it'd make them? Like, Critical, I think it was, he put up a video about Infinite, and that was one of the points he made, is just, it'd make you a laughingstock if, like, the joke story that you put out to throw people off the scent is well received. It's just like, okay, 343, let's, it's on launch. 343, let's, get surprised by that story, and they're just like, oh no. Oh no, how do I don't feel safe here. I gotta get out of here.
I gotta fly away! Fly away! Fly away! Instantly taken by Momoko Higuchi's fucking agency. They're like, no, that's our money now.
It'd be funny to spend the rest of this episode towing the line of, like, copyright, and just, like, make it to where the thumbnail is just... It's that scene where it's just you and I sitting on the couch and copyright is behind us just cracking knuckles. Just, well, you know where this is going.
No, it's Randy, Aaron, and 5 copies of copyright. Behind us while we're sitting on a black couch.
Yeah. Man, why do we talk about porn so much? Because, like, Scott and I were talking, he's like, you spent, like, 10 minutes talking about NTR. Or, like, it happens, like, every other episode, we just spend, like, 30 minutes, or, like, up at least 10, talking about some form of, like,
hey, man, sex sells.
Of course sex sells, but we don't.
We gotta get ourselves out there at some point, man.
Well, I intend to give none of the internet my sexy body.
I intend to give the internet all of mine.
You quote-unquote leak your nudes. Everyone is collectively like, what the fuck?
No, I don't mean literally.
Of course I don't mean literally. It's part of the joke, man. I'm following up on your, like...
my nudes. Why? Why even mention it?
No, I'm not imagining it.
I said mention.
Oh, okay. I thought you said imagine it. No, forgive me.
You ended up imagining it because you're like, oh God.
No. The only thing that comes up in my head is just your name followed by the word. There is no image that associates with it.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, but back to the point. Why? Like, why? It's slowly become the thing that, like, that's what we talk about when we have nothing else to talk about.
I think I just need a bonk. Not from you. I need to go to actual horny jail. Because you'll just bonk me and I'll die. That's not horny jail. That's just death.
Nah. I
Fireworks.
Thank you, SeaWorld. Over yonder.
SeaWorld.
Oh yeah, Scott, could you cut out the bit where I question why we talk about, you know...
Hanky.
Yes, please.
Illicit material.
By now you're certainly sitting there, head in your hands, or at the very least out of your chair, coming to beat me. How about we just make this easier on both of us and you just cut it out like it was nothing more than a nightmare?
Thing about nightmares is they don't exist. We actually said these things.
Okay, it's at 44 minutes. I need to write that down. I'll just export it, go in, cut it out, and re-export it.
Oh my God.
Big brain. Big brain.
How big is your brain? Tiny.
All I have to do is cut out... No, it'd be funny. I cut out the thing, and then Scott's just like, what is it? What the... King Crimson. Yeah, I used King Crimson to cuck him over.
He's like, but that's my stand. This can't be... Oh!
You good? It's 45 minutes, Chief. Are you good?
No, yeah, I'm good. It's just one. Oh, okay, never mind. There is no one. There's just 0.
What do you mean?
0 fucks given. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm laughing on the inside.
I'm laughing in the nothing.
I
laughed so hard that I forgot to actually laugh.
I need to use that sometime, though. Just I'm laughing on the inside. Teacher tells a dad joke. I'm laughing on the inside. Don't worry about it.
No, it's a $20 super chat. You know, my Enan is. I'm laughing on the inside.
That'd be a good idea.
I mean, I have money to blow right now. I wonder if I'll need to, though, or if I can just save it away.
Just hold on to your money. Hold on to your hats.
I don't have hats, though. I just have one.
Okay, buy a hat.
Yeah, oh wait, no, I have several.
We need to get back the red, white, and blue hat.
Oh, yes.
The one and only.
The Star-Spangled Hat.
That was iconic.
Truly.
Good old-fashioned hat. I started wearing mine, you're just like, well, time to put this one on the shelf.
There was no shelf. I lost it. I don't know what happened.
Oh, here, I'll wear my hat for the both of us. There's probably dust on this.
Crusty, musty, dusty.
I don't wear this hat enough. That's one of those things that occurred to me. I've had it for over a year. Old hat. Old hat.
Nice. You know, I went to a hat shop in California.
Nice.
I was kind of sad. I was looking around for a little bit for a Star-Spangled baseball cap.
Oh.
No Star-Spangled baseball caps to speak of.
Where were you searching for it again?
At a hat store in California.
In California. They don't like America. Why would they?
Well, some idiot's gonna buy it. It's a tourist location.
They don't want Americans to tour there.
They only want spineless soy boys.
Sign on the door, no Americans allowed.
No flag memorabilia.
No. It's just no Americans. No Americans allowed. Everyone, literally, no one can go in the store, not even the owner. He's just like, yeah, good sign.
He's just like, oh, fuck.
I've played myself.
Meanwhile, he's like, well, I don't have to enter the store to remove the sign. Removes it, enters, puts it back.
He punches through the glass. Just, there we go, sign's down. Come on in.
No, I'm just remembering the point at which it's like, yo, Deoxide, it's been 2 months since you uploaded. Where you at?
What?
On the Gargura machine where he punches out with the video.
Oh, okay.
And it says 2 months ago. What the fuck?
It's like, I did not know so much time had passed.
My goodness.
So tell me, how's acquiring passive income going?
I stopped being on that Sigma grind set because I'm back to work, right?
Oh, that's right. Truly, a moment where...
Genuinely dejected. You're like, oh, fuck.
I mean, technically, if you're a YouTuber, and, you know, your stuff goes viral, and you don't make another video, but the video, you know, they keep getting money, technically, that is passive income.
Technically, they are Sigma males. Who can suck my nuts? Because I'm jealous.
You're just like, come on, YouTube, grant me.
And it's like, I cannot.
I swear there's someone within the YouTube algorithm that just randomly finds a channel and they're like, hey, I like this. Tap some numbers. Go. Like, recently I saw this, like, channel where the dude's just, like, he's, like, a lawyer and he's just providing advice and stuff. It's just genuinely, like, wholesome stuff.
Can you sue Fox News for the coronavirus?
You sue them for it. What you hope to gain in return is the coronavirus. Oh, wait, what? No, never mind. We've said the full name on the podcast before, and YouTube hasn't cared about it.
They at the height of the pandemic, they were just removing videos. They're just like, oh, you said something about the coronavirus? Bam, gone.
Hey guys, I'm not going to be uploading videos in a while because I've caught the coronavirus. Just
because I have caught the cove.
The COVID.
The big cove.
Biggie Cove. Biggie Cheese.
Queso?
Yes.
The Tostitos queso?
Sure, why not? Tostitos queso, if you must. What was I going to say?
Or it's like what I was saying. Happiness, joy even, bliss, if you will.
Unparalleled euphoria, if you must.
No, it's just euphoria if you feel so inclined.
Let's see, what's another one?
I think I've skipped a couple. I think I've skipped a couple levels.
Hold on a second. Let me start looking at synonyms for happiness.
Synonyms for bliss.
All right, so we've got
joy, pleasure,
delight,
ecstasy, elation,
rapture,
heaven, paradise,
opposite, misery. So we've got Arcadia, days of wine and roses, if thou hadst no other way. Oh man, I love that. Days of wine and roses, if you have no other way. Oh man.
If you have no other way. Blessedness.
Happy. Sure. Contented. Cheerful. Untroubled, if you could. Or if you would.
Hold on. Cheer, if you will.
Jocular, if you feel so inclined.
We should look up happiness, because that's the kind of thing we're trying to...
Great, we can add this to the list of things my FBI agent is worried about me for looking up.
Synonyms for happiness.
Contentment.
Pleasure. Satisfaction.
What is this?
Gaiety. No, I have seen that word before.
Okay.
Merriment.
There aren't as many as I thought. Oh, joviality, felicity, exuberance,
Elation.
good cheer,
Delirium.
good cheer, good spawn. Jouissance. That's the next JoJo.
Delectation.
The transports of delight.
I like how one of them for Blizz was the 7 days of wine.
Oh no, the days of wine and roses.
Oh my god.
Blitheness. Delirium, I thought was a word with negative connotations, like you're delirious.
Yeah, I don't think that's happiness.
An acutely disturbed state of mind.
Wild excitement or ecstasy.
Oh man, I just like the idea that it's just
An acutely disturbed state of mind that occurs on fever, intoxication, and other disorders and is characterized by restlessness, illusions, and incoherence of thought and speech.
frenzy.
Wild
Hold on a second.
excitement or ecstasy.
Unhinged synonyms.
Synonyms.
Absolutely unbalanced.
Deranged.
Out
Demented.
to lunch. Oh man.
Bonkers.
Off one's rocker.
Berserk.
Potty.
Batty.
Distracted.
Bananas.
You absolute deranged madman.
Completely confused.
Touched.
Touched. Manic.
Today on Tangents, Randy and Aaron laugh at words.
Some of these aren't just a single word though.
Out
Like
to
out
lunch.
to lunch.
Phrase of lunch. That's what,
Phrase of lunch.
oh man.
It's ridiculous.
Happiness.
Happiness. Bliss.
Days of wine and roses. Halcyon Days just sounds like
Opposite hell.
a state of spiritual blessedness. Typically that reached after death. I
Benediction.
just love you have like all of these talking about the joys of painting essentially, and then you just have misery. And then you have all these, and then
Hell.
against all the evils that hell can conjure.
Against
all the
wickedness that mankind
can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it's done, dog.
Go get him.
Rip and tear until it's done. In the first age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood, burned by the embers of Armageddon.
By the
His soul
embers of
tainted-
Armageddon, he was burned.
His soul tainted beyond dissension.
Tainted beyond ascension, his soul was.
Those that tasted the bite of his blade named him the Doomslayer.
That's a bit of a complex sentence.
I know. Yoda, when he reaches a complex sentence, reconsider. I must.
Speak in my native tongue, I cannot.
Oh yeah, I saw a theory for like why he talks like that, and it's that he's so old that like, you know, he existed before like their version of common, so it's a bit weird to him because he's
Yeah.
literally just having to just kind of pick up as he goes. Too old for this, I am.
The old ways of language, I am used to.
It's just him staring at people. Like an absolute mad lad.
Like someone who's going absolutely bonkers.
Who's out to lunch? I gotta use that more. Out to lunch. How are you doing mentally? I'm out to lunch.
Oh man, I'm just out to lunch today. What do you mean?
No, and then you just
No, I just give him one of these.
I love the wide-eyed and just completely devoid of emotional expression as you look at them like you're a borderline psychopath.
A twisted fucking psychopath at that.
Oh, man. See, we turned this episode around.
My neutral insanity face is much more crazy than my...
Just the yee face. You can't really keep that straight of expression when looking at me.
Oh my God. I just imagine you laughing and it causes me extreme joy.
Yeah, whenever...
Unfettered bliss.
The epitome of days of wine and roses.
An infinite spur of days of wine and roses.
Yeah, I do like, I hope I'm never in a situation where I cannot laugh. Because I'd lose. Just...
Well, obviously, that's what you have me for. I can do the funny and just...
Oh yeah, but I can see like the edges of your mouth just starting to turn up like you're about to laugh. You just breathe heavily and then suddenly just snap, look into my eyes.
Just stare right into those peoples.
So you're a step away from just going to oonga boonga.
Let me see those irises, bitch! For some reason, I keep remembering this phrase that ended up being used in an edit, where it's some guy, probably a Twitch streamer, going, "Let me see those titties, bitch!"
What?
Or some guy on stage doing a concert, "Let me see those titties, bitch!"
Why do you remember that?
Oh no, I don't know. And then suddenly he just.
He looks at the cameraman. I love that. The camera zooms in and he just... I don't know why, but whenever you look at me with just that blank expression, it looks like you're about to tell me the best joke I've ever heard. Like, you have got to get yourself seriously to tell
the
it.
best joke.
That's not
Your
good.
mom.
We talked about this.
Well, you're next!
Man, you missed. Anyway, twisted psychopath you are.
What made that giant squelching noise then?
Oh, sorry, I think you hit my watermelon. I just have it right here. It's visible. It's weird,
Wait,
man.
hold on, are those wires? And why do I hear a ticking sound?
No, don't worry about it. You see...
I'm out of here, Paul.
Randy, no, Randy, please, sit back down. Randy. There we go. A couple of trank darts later.
Wasn't I heavy?
A maiden is never heavy.
Well, you're about to be made in heaven.